from Jeremiah 29:11, the future that God has promised you. Okay, all right, so the influence that they have is trying to pull you away from the vision that God has placed on you. The calling, okay, see, that's where we're going. The calling that God has for you is going to fulfill itself as long as you understand why you are where you are. And some people who don't realize, here it is, that they came out of Babylon because it was planned by God. It wasn't always something that we did that landed us in Babylon. It was God orchestrating us out of one thing to bring us into another thing, and not yet to bring us over the thing. Okay, here we go. Sometimes God has to bring you out to bring you in, and leave you in to develop you to bring you over. I said we're going to work ourselves real slow, and then we'll get to the letter. So here it is. You got to realize now that life is so valuable that people will come into those 4 or 5 categories of complaining just to test you, just to make sure that you leave where you're supposed to be for right now prematurely. Okay, all right. And so most people never get to see God's fulfillment over their lives because they have left the thing too early, prematurely. Why? Because somebody else is jealous of you for where you are and what God is doing for you. And they've got to spread a form of complaint over your life so that you can believe what they believe, and then you both leave prematurely where God is trying to develop you. Okay, all right. Still hadn't gotten to the letter. We're still on the couch. We're still trying to figure this out because it's hard. And I think we got about 5 and some change of minutes left. But that's okay, because we're going to work it, all right? Somebody say 5 minutes. 5 minutes. All right, in your mind. Okay, here we go. And so here we are. Here we are. All right, and so here's what God was trying to tell them. That while you're in Babylon, close your mouth from complaining. Because Babylon is not where you're going to die. It's where you're going to accumulate every tool you need for when I bring you out and over, you'll have total victory. Okay? In your Babylonian moment, you're there to gain tools, gain wisdom, gain resources, and maneuver your way around snakes and pythons so that at the end of it all, when God is ready to move you out of that place and over into your promised place, you can look back and say, if it had not been for the Lord who was on my side, I would have died in Babylon. But thanks be unto God that he loved me enough to cover me while I was in Babylon, because he knew he had a plan and a future for me. I said I wasn't going to yell and I wasn't going to act up. And I'm trying to behave myself for these last few minutes because we still